2007, you found Get It Done Sports Training, worked with
Yeah.
many professional and D1 college athletes, including Marcus Epps, put on many top youth camps, combines, and 7-on-7 tournaments throughout the state of California. So tell me about how you got your name off the ground with that company and how just advice for young entrepreneurs such as myself to help form that solid rock at the foundation when you're getting started.
I mean, you first you said like let me say this, and this is with anything. And you had the question you asked was for young entrepreneurs, have a plan and stick with it. Like too many people, like if it don't work in the first 2 weeks, they're just like done.
Yep. Yep.
You got to have a plan and stick with it. Like stick with it. Like stick it out. It's just with anything, like with sports and stuff. Like too many people they willing to quit, and they do it in everything these days. You got to have a plan and stick with it. Like things not gonna go right every day. You
It's
know,
gonna go wrong most of the time.
Yeah, gonna go wrong most of the time. I mean, you know, 80% of the time it's probably gonna be not good, but you working for them 20.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you look at coaches, the guys that guys shoots 40-some%. He's a great shooter. I mean, he's 40%. He's a great shooter. He's missed more than half the shots he's taken.
In baseball, if you hit 300, you are
you're
the
a great
best guy.
hitter.
You phenomenal.
Yeah, you're a
And
great hitter.
That's 3 out of 10. And that's an elite level.
I
You
mean,
talk about
and the
failure.
best.
You're the best at, if you put numbers, you're failing.
Yeah, like
3 out of 10.
Yeah, this isn't. I think people are the grading system in school versus the sports rate is not going to work. I mean, and to get something out of something, you got to put something in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. You got to put something in it. Got to can be, not just financially, sweat equity as well. I think you got to keep working. Not enough people and again, I don't want to harp on the younger generation, but I think that's really the issue with a lot of these young kids. It's like as soon as something doesn't go right, they move on from it. But I also think they're being a little, their vision and their outlook, or based on what they're seeing, is different from reality. There's some great things on social media, but there are also some things that can give you a false sense of what things are. I mean, anybody can make their life look good. TV, I watch interviews with guys all the time, and the things they tell you versus what they say on the interview is not always the same thing.
Yeah.
It's there's the masses conversation, and then there's the people that are close to your conversation. It's usually not the same thing. So they just stick it out. Believe in yourself. Going back to trusting what you're teaching, trusting what you're doing. I think that's probably the biggest thing. And that was probably, I started something that was strictly an accident, really. A dad came to me, wanted me to help his kid out. So I decided to help the kid out. It took him a couple of weeks to get me to do it. And then finally I decided to do it. He put some money in my hand. He went to go give me a handshake, put some money in my hand. Shout out to Arthur Valdez, who actually met the kid with Chris one day. He didn't even realize it. It took me 2 years to put it together. But we ended up being friends. The kid's 30 now, and he ended up doing a bobsled in the last two Olympics. But he played football, started doing that, and then he started kids started just coming at, little by little kids would come, and you start doing that, you start getting some other kids that are doing things, and then to the Marcus point, it's just a kid. He came to me, and it's been a high school. Here's a kid that I'm telling you right now, just because a prime example of what I just said, just because things aren't going your way right away, stick with it. Stick with it.